Hi, Deb Vale here. I'm going to show you how to create a green screen video using iMovie. The very first thing we're going to do is click on the plus sign up here, choose Movie, and for our purposes we are not going to have any theme, so I'm going to leave no theme highlighted and click Create. This is where I name my movie. I'm going to call mine green screen, and it will drop it in an event that is named by today's date. I'm going to tell it OK. And this screen that we're on right now has three main sections in addition to this kind of navigation side over here. This area is where your media, your bits and pieces will be uploaded and housed. This is where you're going to find the pieces. This is your preview window over here. You can look at your video to see how it looks thus far. And this area down here is where you organize and arrange and actually do the creation of the video itself. All right? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose import, because we've got to pull in our background picture as well as the green screen footage. So I'm going to click import. All right, and I think I'm going to go ahead and look for my background picture first, and mine is on my desktop, and here it is. I'm going to import the selected, and remember, this is where I told you the video would show up when you imported it, and there it is. There's the video, the background image, okay? I also need to bring in my green screen, and for your purposes, you chances are going to use your laptop to actually record your green screen footage. And I'm going to do it the very same way. I'm going to click on import, and this time I'm going to take the camera option. Mine is the FaceTime camera. That's the built-in camera right here. Yours may say something different. Click on that, and now here is the window of the video that you're going to be taking. Now obviously mine is not in front of a green screen. I'm working from home and don't have a green screen, so you kind of have to use your imagination here. But you would move your camera forward, back, rearrange so that the only thing you're seeing in the window is green screen with whomever in front of it. Okay, once you've got it positioned accurately, you're going to click on record. And you can tell it's recording. This light turns on and the counter begins counting down the number of seconds, minutes, whatever that you've recorded. Okay? When you're pleased with your video, you've gotten it all recorded, click the record button again, and it looks like nothing is happening. But if you close, you will see that your video footage is actually right here in the media area. Okay, now I'm not going to use this video I just shot because it isn't in front of a green screen. I already have a piece of green screen footage that I'm going to use. Okay, now our next step is to drag these pieces onto the timeline, but we have to think about the order of things. All right, first thing you're going to want to drag in is your background image. So I'm going to select it, and I can tell it's been selected. It has the yellow around the image, and I drop it right in. Okay, and it's interesting because now as I advance this, as I advance the timeline, you can see that it's actually, even though it's a still image, it's going to play like a video. Okay, now I've got to drop in my green screen, and I'm going to click that. I got to highlight it so it's all yellow, and then I drag it and drop it, and I want to put it right down here. Okay, and I want to move it over because I want it to start at the same time that the background image does. So all I had to do was drag it. Okay, now as you notice, I can't see the end of my green screen footage, so I'm going to use this slider so that I can kind of compress my work area. Okay, now I want this image to last as long as my green screen. So I'm going to keep pulling it. You see how I got the double-headed arrow, and it'll snap right there to the end, and I let go. So both things are going to play for the same amount of time. Okay, now the problem is, look at the green screen image in the preview. It doesn't know it's green screen. It doesn't know to replace it. So what I've got to do, I'm going to click on my green screen, and this is video overlay. This is where I turn it on and off. Click it again. It's on when you see these options up here. Instead of cutaway, I'm going to choose green/blue screen. All right. Now, I'll go ahead and play it for you to show you what it'll look like. But you're going to notice there are issues with the color. Look at how gray and cloudy it looks. And there's gray on the right. Okay. So what I've got to do is go in and clean things up. And I'm going to go ahead and move the timeline. Right here it looks a little gray. I click on the eraser and I just click the areas that need to be tidied up a little bit. And I'm going to move it over some more. And I might clean that up as well. Let's see if it gets, nope. Let's see if it gets any better. Oh, not sure how to undo. I'll bet edit. What do you bet? Yep. All right. Let's move the timeline some more. It was really problematic when we just before he came in. It got there. I'm going to put it over here, clean that up. See what happens when I clean it over here. All right. Let's move the timeline some more and clean it up. Okay, right here it got bad. Okay, and it's bad there. I'm going to clean it up. Okay, now let's play it and see. Let's play it and see. All right, we're going to try. This is where it will start from. You can see that white line. I'm going to press play. Oh. Right here we need to clean it up. Let's back it up again. There. All right, let's try again. Press play. Still gray at the beginning. Still gray there. Anyway, you get the gist of that. You're going to play around with it and use these options up here to kind of tidy things up. All right, the last thing we've got to do is put in a title to our movie. Click on title. Here are the options that I have. All right, and I kind of like this one, so I'm going to choose it. I clicked on it to select it, and again it had to be highlighted in yellow, and I put it right here, not in front of the green screen part, but in front of the main piece, which was my background. Okay, and I'm going to do my editing over here. Let's call it green screen. Let's call it Kong Attacks Nevada High School. And I think I'll get rid of this. By Deb Bale. Not sure if I'm going to like the looks of that, but we'll try it and see. All right, let's go ahead and click. We're going to move it over here. All right, let's try play. Still kind of gray. I would edit that out some more. All right, but you get the gist of it. Now, the very last thing that I'm going to do, first of all, iMovie saves everything that I'm doing. I don't have to choose save. It saves as it goes along. So if I'm completely finished, I will choose share. I can send it to the iMovie theater. I could email it. You see the options here. Okay, I'm going to leave it in the theater, and it is processing my movie. You can see the timeline here. So in a nutshell, that's green screen using iMovie.